Okay, so I started a project the other day, forgot to even turn on a camera. I was going to go and start working on the old barn again. It's too muddy over there. The ladder I have, I can't get up high enough, so I'm probably going to just go ahead. My wife and I have talked, and we're going to try and pull it down. We got our neighbor. He said he was going to come back out here. He might leave his tractor, so we may pull it down with a tractor. I'll do some video of that if I do that, because I don't want to fall off the top of that thing or have it collapse in on me. I'm not as light as I used to be. So anyhow, what I figured I would do is we have some small projects inside the cabin that we've been trying to work on. I put a railing up the other day going up the stairwell. I've got another one to put on the other side. So it's easier for my wife and I to move up and down the stairs, and as we get older, equilibrium gets a little bit messed up. You kind of want to have something to grab a hold of. But we also have the problem with doors in the cabin. All the rooms that have doors, for whatever reason, they just threw these doors together. They didn't really, they didn't plumb them. They didn't make sure that they were all level and plumb and where they would swing open and work the proper way. So I've taken the bathroom door from downstairs out. I'll flip the camera around here in just a second to show you that. I've got half of it put back together. I've had to do some work on it, but let me go ahead.
So don't
turn
mind
the
the mess
camera
here.
around and show you where I'm at.
Anyhow, they don't have any of these really cut straight. So what I've done is I've taken right here. We had big gaps in the door, and all it looks like they did was they took a couple of pieces of wood and they just put them together. And so you had like about a 1/4 inch gap in between, so you really didn't have privacy when you're in the restroom. People could see through. And then they just put an X across the door to hold it together that way. So what I've done is I've taken my planer, my hand planer, and I've planed these down a little bit to get them to fit snug together, as snug as I can get them. There's still a little bit of a gap, but not that much. Not as much as they had. I've also got a smaller piece of wood right here that I'm going to cut to length and fit in next to this one here. And this one here the wood is split at the top and the bottom on both sides, so I'm going to cut that down and have it fit right here on the end. Then I'll have the table. Then I'll have the door. I'll put the X back in the door and flip it back over and put that side together, and I should be able to rehang this thing and hopefully have it a little more squared than what it was before. So anyhow, let me go ahead and get this done while I've still got a little light. It's after work, so I don't have much time, but I'll go ahead. If I can get this done today, I will definitely show everybody the end product. Okay. So anyhow, a little dark in here, but at least I've got it back together. It's not the greatest door, but you can shut it and pretty much no light. So, and it's pretty level now. Anyhow, a little longer than I wanted to take on it. Let's come out here. It shuts, and people who need to use the restroom now actually can have privacy where you're not looking through the cracks of the door. My wife says she will appreciate that immensely. So anyhow, see you on the next video.